March 10th, 2010. Okay, so major, huge, big wow week for me, which is why I've been missing in action for the past week. A lot to integrate, a lot that really sort of scattered my mind, blew my mind. It is astonishing, really, how even familiar concepts to me, once they actually occur and become an actual experience, it's, well, almost nothing resembling the concept altogether. The concept is just, I mean, just an nth of a single degree in comparison to an actual experience of it. And so the crowning event that occurred for me this past week blew my mind, brought a concept into actuality, into an actual experience that I will relay to you in just a moment. To start off with, I'll just mention that a few things happened as far as lucid dreaming, astral projections, and out-of-body experiences that were unlike anything I've experienced to date. They all included more experiences and more experiences in depth than I usually do. For instance, in a lucid dream I had, I was not Casey. I was a wizard, a very tall, very long, white-haired, white-bearded wizard, and I experienced myself step from the void, from nothing, fully lucid into a scene. And this is the first time anything like this has ever happened. It was very extraordinary, and I won't go into the experience itself. However, I do relay these in my video journal on the Om Talks board, so I will link to it there. Another experience I had was meeting someone who is probably a member of my guide team, if not what people refer to as a soul mate. I had an astral projection, I guess, encounter, love encounter with this one. And this happened to me slightly weeks and weeks before, but this was a full-on event. So this is another one that's slowly building into the main event that happened 2 days after these. I still cannot quite word what happened, and I don't know if I'm getting it right. But what I would say happened was an actual attempt to ascend while still fully awake in 3D consciousness. I was shifting dimensions, not just my consciousness, but my body as well. I was being assisted through this, and just to slightly relay the event, that still makes my mind, go all like this. I'll just give you the details from my end. Something happened to me midday I don't know what, but my response to this was to begin eating. It happened at about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is when I normally have my lunch. And I was standing at the counter, and I normally grab just a little something, and I started eating and literally could not stop. So I don't know if I was having some sort of physical nervous response to what was happening inside me, or what. But I'll just say that this happened. I came back to my room, and as soon as I got back to my room, I was out. Massive dizziness, massive vertigo. I was being called in fast, and I was literally out for the rest of the day. I was laying here on my practice space at 8:30. I went over to where I go to bed for the night. This is, okay, yeah, so this is about 8:30. Shortly after I went to bed, I started feeling the Kundalini energies coming on, and I asked that this be postponed until after I fell asleep. I did not feel well at all. With the dizziness and vertigo, solar plexus unease, this tightening in the solar plexus area, nausea, etc. Shortly after I asked that this be postponed, maybe a half an hour later, so at about 9:30, I began feeling what I call the Kundalini energies working with me, but not the uncomfortable ones in the legs. That's what I was asking be postponed. This is it's an energy. It's a pulsing through my whole body. It just feels like I, had been plugged into something full body. I really don't know how to describe this yet. I've never been able to do it very accurately. But the thing that I'll say that is striking this week, and last week I mentioned the halo, the circle of energy that felt as though it were all around me, and the energy was coming at me from the outside toward me. This was another event like this, and this is not normal. This is not usual. The usual energies I feel coming from within me. What happened this night, I felt coming from within me, but also coming from outside of me toward me as well.